Hello and welcome back! This is Just Some Space Guy. Currently, YouTube jailed my YouTube channel for Eden Zero content. Every other content I make will be recommended as Eden Zero, even if it's not Eden Zero. So I thought I will make Eden Zero content and it will be recommended. And people wouldn't bitch about that it's not Eden Zero, why is this blah blah blah. I was kinda out of ideas what to make as content for Eden Zero. I don't really like to talk about chapters because it's not my style and I don't really want to get copy striked and things. So I came here to Eden Zero's Reddit to ask you guys about your unpopular opinions about Eden Zero. First comment. Spoilers from the manga. My unpopular opinions will be that I think Shiki getting shot by Draken isn't even close to being the darkest moment in the series. And people are hyping it way up too much. Yeah, it was shocking when it happened, but it also got undone only a chapter later. So it didn't really have any lasting consequences on the story. Keep in mind that Mashima did something similar in Fairy Tail when Grey got killed by some dragon-like monsters only to get revived the very next chapter when Ultra turned time back. The only differences between the two series is that Shiki that was more brutal, but in essence these moments are basically the same. For the record, I'm not saying it wasn't a cool story moment, just that it wasn't quite as dark or shocking as people make it out to be. Hermit's backstory was, in my opinion, way darker. I agree. Shiki getting shot wasn't the darkest moment in the series. I think the darkest moment was in fact Hermit's backstory. It was more shocking than dark. But I disagree with the didn't have lasting consequences on the story, as Rebecca got after this PTSD and Shiki managed to unlock overdrive, so it did have a lasting effect after all. Let's move on for the second unpopular opinion, what is also really long. Homura is my favorite character in the series, but her battles are kinda of lame in terms of the manga's paneling. I don't mean to compare Eden Zero to Jujutsu Kaisen, you just did it, but characters in the series have swords but they don't rapidly slash for panel or two and that's it. I just wish the fights choreography in Homura's battles are better. Why do you think I am so skeptical about the anime adaptation? I hope the anime production, storyboarding artist can make some good fighting choreographies scenes for Homura. So yeah, I totally agree about this because the manga paneling doesn't really show too much choreography for Homura. This was a case in, I think, Fairy Tail as well with Erza, like showing battle, but it's just regular swords fight. Of course, this is closer to reality how swords fight would be done, but yeah, I wish it would be much more done in the manga. I don't know how will the anime handle it. It's going to be much better than in the manga for sure, because you are going to see them moving around, just like we see with Shiki's animation. Unpopular opinion, the fights in the back half of Burial Gore went be a little too fast, especially Draken vs Shiki. We barely got to see all of what Draken's capable of with his alchemy. Yeah, the fight was really fucking short. I mean, I wanted to see that man do some more shit, but, well, little lackluster. I actually kinda like Labella, and I think she has potential to redeem herself and maybe even join the crew. I personally don't like her personality, but I mean, she's fucking cute, bro, like, If I see a cute girl, I like get a boner like everyone else. She definitely will get a redeem arc, or she will join the crew of Eden Zero because, well, she was introduced, she got screen time more than once, so yeah, she will definitely join the Eden Zero crew. She's probably going to be in love with Shiki as well. Even though I like Satan Gravity and I know I should show patience after training with Xeno, it bothers me seeing Shiki using Gravity Fist, especially since he has other powers like Gravity Impact and Anti-Gravity Field that are underutilized. A question, how the fuck am supposed to pronounce that shit?
Underutilized. Underutilized.
I can't wait to see Black Sky, but I feel like it will be under... Again, that fucking word. Bro, why did you need to fuck me up so bad? I was hoping to see Jean and Clean in action in the recent double chapters, but I have their battles off screen was lame. I don't know what should we expect in the next chapters and how his powers will work. I mean, it's a cool concept, but yeah, using the same power per what has so many potential, but you are using just one move is kind of like when you are playing a game and you don't really want to do combos, you are just pressing the same fucking move again and again and again. I don't know if it's unpopular, but screw it. Vice X Hermit isn't pedophilic or creepy ship. Hermit is a petite woman and isn't a child. Frankly, it's annoying that people who do like the ship have to explain this multiple times and don't be judged as weirdos. I prefer Shiki x Homura as a ship over Shiki and Rebecca, but that could change. Eden Zero's side villains need work. They are either forgettable like Geralt and Baku from San Jewel, or straight up trash like Daichi and Mora. Not all of them are bad. Jean, Clean and Laguna were prime examples, but hopefully Oceans can be the huge improvement. Vice X Hermit is not pedophilic. Hermit is a short, petite android based on a woman. She is probably also fucking old. Like, her age is not revealed yet, but she was on the journey with Shiki's grandfather, so I think she is already older than Shiki himself. It's also revealed that he's also older than Crimson, so yeah, it's not pedophilic. Please stay away from Twitter or discussion like this. It's not fucking worth it. People will say that you are pedophile for liking a short woman is fucking retarded. And I agree with the side villains, but I think that many shonen series need to work on that as well. We are already seeing more about the Oceans than we've seen about other side villains in Eden Zero, but yeah, they need a little work. Shiki got his overdrive too early. Since now Shiki has his overdrive, his semi-overdrive is completely forgotten. It would be nice if Shiki had to train to access his overdrive at will instead of using it whenever he wants. He didn't get it too early, because we was on like 17 or 80 chapter in when he got it. But I hope as well it's not going to be forgotten and it will be like this Dragon Ball type of stuff when like this power up don't work, let's use the next power up and blah blah blah. Shiki X Rebecca is a meh ship. It's okay, but it's not great. Pretty sure a good chunk of people just ship them cause Natsu X Lucy 2.0, I guess. I personally like both Shiki X Rebecca and Shiki like Homura. I don't know if people are liking this ship because of Natsu x Lucy ship, but I personally like it because it's much more realistic than the Lucy x Natsu ship. In Zero there are much more scenes between the two characters, like Rebecca shows emotion toward Shiki much sooner than Lucy did, and you clearly can read from her face that she kinda likes Shiki. I kinda can see where you are going from. You don't like the fact that there are two Oraxion the bad guys and the good guys, but I personally don't have problem with this, so I don't really can say anything about it. Back to the Shiki x Rebecca thing, I don't find any canon ships or even heavily implied ships, heroes switching from multiple ships being possible in Fairytale, Nalu Nali, Greyza Naz, Greylu, what the fuck? People are fucking sick. To only the big four ruin the fandom for me because of the hate people would spread if a god forbid you didn't like them, especially Nalu. Like, if you don't like the ships, then you don't like the ships, that's it. I don't really want to get into this, but seeing the canon ships are pretty obvious. Like, when Lisana came back, you know that she will not end up with Natsu, because Lucy is already there. I don't know who are those who are shipping Natsu and Urza. I mean, they are more like brother and sister, so this is a mess. So yeah, stay away from shippers because they can go a little crazy. Prime example is the My Hero Academia shippers. One, the battles are not that good, but understandable, cause Eden Zero is more of an adventurer shonen than a battle one. Well, it's actually a battle one more than an adventurer one because they are not doing as much exploring as an adventurer manga will do. But yeah, the fights are kinda short and not as long as people might expect them to be. I mean, probably Mashima will work on this a little longer later on, but this is pretty much a standard in most Hiro Mashima works. This was a standard in Raymaster, Fairytale, and so on. Number 2, the final fight of the Belagor made the arc drop to 7 out of 10 from 9 out of 10. I agree, the final fight was kinda lame. 3, the power system is not good. I disagree, the power system is pretty good. It's not the best, there are obviously better power systems. Hermit is an amazing character, yet I feel like people don't hype her up or talk about her nearly as much as Witch or Sister. Don't get me wrong, I love all the shining stars, they are unique and special in their own way. But I fell in love with Hermit after learning her story and everything that she went through. She is such an incredible, strong and inspirational character. Who could I not? I don't think this is an unpopular opinion. It's more like you think people talk more about Witch or Sister, but I actually saw much more people who are into Hermit and find Hermit much more attractive or better character than I find people talking about Sister or Witch. Let's move on. Oh my fucking god! Jesus fucking Christ, man! What the hell? Oh my god, it's still going. I will not read this. Sorry, bro. I will not fucking read this. There are fucking 9 points. 9! Holy shit. Okay, I will totally skip this. And there is another one. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my fucking god. Hermit is more annoying than she is anything else. I will skip your opinion fully. How dare you! How dare you insult Hermit! Most of the fights are boring as hell compared to other battle shonen. I wouldn't say they are boring, but they are probably not as good as fights in One Piece, where the fights take longer. I am talking currently about the manga and not the anime. Probably in the anime the fights will be much better. And Hermit is a good character, but overrated. Which is better? Okay, this is clearly a bite comment to start a war about who is better and who is not. Let's move on. So far, I think characters other than Shiki don't really have any memorable fights. I totally disagree. Weiss contra Müller was a pretty memorable fight for Weiss. The last unpopular opinion. Finally at the end, and I nearly talked 1 fucking hour. Let's get into it. Not sure if it's an unpopular opinion, but here it goes. Draken is strong, but he is nowhere near as strong as the other Oraxion 6 members. To the point where I think they will destroy him in a fight. I guess he got the title because of his unforgiving mindset, because power-wise I feel he wouldn't compare with Elsie and Nero. If anything, I would talk Ziggy would be an Oraxion 6 member rather than Draken. So, first thing, I don't think Oraxion 6 member get their title based on their power level. So just because you are really strong doesn't mean you are going to be a Oraxion 6 member automatically. Draken was a big criminal overlord in the Sakura Cosmos. He didn't get his title because he's I am the strongest guy in the universe or the cosmos and blah blah blah, but he got his title because he's a criminal lord. He's technically the mafia don. Power-wise, I don't know if he's as strong as the other guys. To be honest, in most shonens, the old villains are weaker than the new ones, so it's probably the case as well. So that's it. Finally the end. I reached the end. The fucking end, finally. I don't need to speak anymore for at least a fucking week. Well, if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and pray for my voice so I could speak tomorrow. See you guys next time.